What's up guys, NASCAR fan 4888JJ here, back at it with another video today. I hope you do enjoy it, and if you do, leave a like and a comment. It really does help me out a lot. Also, almost 90% of people that watch my videos are not subscribed, so if you do enjoy NASCAR videos, consider subscribing as it's free and you can unsubscribe at any time. Anyways, thanks for watching and enjoy the video. Peace.
Caution has come out here at Daytona. This is our third caution of the night. This is just one of the trucks involved in a big crash. It didn't start out that big. Craig Kinzer looked as though he was just getting up against the wall, but we see Aric Almirola in the 75 stopped in the infield right now. A lot of damage to that truck.
There's Almirola.
Cuts down the right front tire.
That's
Craig Kinzer.
I'm sorry.
47.
How did this happen?
There's Mike Wallace. Remember, we saw him running in the top 3 positions. There's the 15 of Kyle Krisaloff.
He gets out without too much damage. I just don't understand. What? Oh, Joey Miller, bad crash. Look at the front of that truck, Phil.
Matt Crafton gets caught up by Brad Keselowski. You see the 75 of Aric Almirola go by already with some damage.
Take another look at this accident.
Oh, wow. Something happened to Mike Wallace, and he was slowing down.
No, that was in reaction to what had happened to the 47 truck.
Looking incidents of the entire test session for all 3 series on the backstretch, Aric Almirola from Joe Gibbs Racing makes some contact coming down the track and ends up on his roof. Fortunately, only the car was damaged. It was a very scary looking tumble, mostly because he was upside down for quite a while, but the safety crews of the track got the car back on its wheels and got Almirola out, but a tough way to get accustomed to Daytona.
Draft with Sam, he did a great job. A couple times the car got loose. He saved it really well. This was not as good.
Yeah, scary little ride for Aric Almirola in the 18. At this point, apparently, he was still on the radio and still in communication with his crew.
Yeah, wondering how thick the roll cage is, I'm sure. But you never know. I mean, it's testing. The car's upside down. I don't know.
He gets turned around coming off of turn 2.
Yeah, Aric was running in the 17th spot when this happened. You see him just about keeps it out of the inside wall. Then the truck gets turned around again, makes slight contact with the left front.
As you can see, a lot of momentum off a turn when you're on that
spin
outside.
Turn 2 hard, car in the wall, and it's Aric Almirola.
Well, that's hard contact, and he got into. Here comes some more, guys.
Yep, Casey Kane couldn't miss that one.
Somehow, I'm not sure Casey Kane, I don't know if he ever hit anything. He might have got a little bit of damage, but not much for what was going on over there.
And you'll see the 8 car come into view.
It's just up high there, and that thing just hooks. Back end comes around, and he corrects it, and it turns straight left. Straight right, I'm sorry.
I believe you're right. I believe Casey did not hit him.
What's this here with Casey Kane?
Yikes.
Oh, he did. Just caught him.
Just
nipped him.
But he came all the way across the racetrack in front of about 4 or 5 cars.
Trouble on the racetrack.
The 51 of Aric Almirola into the wall. Now that was the big question. Would teammates have the same problem?
And less laps this time, only about 30 laps since our restart. So
A lot of times you engineer these things, you design them out to get the most grip and put as much load on the tires as you can. These Goodyear tires, that's their goal. They want to get all the pressure on those tires they can get. It's going to make it turn through the corner better. Sometimes you overload it with pressure. It makes it fast for a while, but it won't last.
This is what Matt Crafton saw when he was driving down in the corner. You see just up ahead.
Wow. You know how violent that is.
We talked.
You can see Jason Leffler got a little bit loose there. That was in turns middle of 1 and 2. And he gives him plenty of room. He takes the apron, and so it doesn't put these other 2 cars in jeopardy. And then Leffler just dumped him.
There's J.D. coming in. Wow.
Yeah, by Morgan Shepherd.
Up until this moment, Elliott Sadler was the only driver running at the finish in all 32 races of 2011. Unfortunately for Elliott and his fans, that string's over.
That tells it all right there.
Of course, while all this was going on out on the track, the team is watching intently.
And then watch the 89. Oh, just caught the corner of Leffler.
That's what knocked the fuel cell out.
All the way.
Trouble, turn 4. Car hard on the wall. Aric Almirola.
Stay up there, bud. Let's go ahead and stop. Looks like the fire's out.
Oh. Well, there's some bad feelings as a driver in a race car, but not much worse than that. Throttle hanging and blowing the right front tire when you're wide open in the throttle doesn't get much worse. Really good to see this young man out of the car. Just unfortunate. What a fast race car he had all day.
Yeah, you see getting the wind of that down while he's got some fire. He's reacting pretty quickly to that fire under the hood. Just be ready to get out.
Oh, trouble, run straight away. 3 wide and 2 cars pile hard into the wall.
That's a terrible wreck. Mark Martin got into I think it was maybe the 43 of Almirola. They came together, and that really created this huge crash.
They were 3 wide at the start-finish line, Darrell, and none of those 3 drivers would give. That's Jeff Gordon.
It looks like Mark maybe gets a little loose or maybe cuts down trying to make that dog leg and gets into the side of Almirola. And I thought these cars were going to go over right here. They got up in the air pretty good.
And Mark came up into Ricky Stenhouse, Casey Mears, and Bobby Labonte involved.
Yeah, this is Stenhouse down here, Bobby Labonte down here.
Instead, we're racing 3 wide, and I mean, that's what's going to happen when you're. I mean, we're just going for the lucky dog, and you got to be real aggressive back there. And I got beat on the restart before that with.
Oh, Denny Hamlin not going to get this one back. Hard into the wall behind him. Matt Kenseth, Menard, Vickers, and more. Look at this pileup. Tony Stewart in the middle of that. Keselowski, Truex. What a mess. Aric Almirola. We see Denny Hamlin get sideways. Let's see if that's, well, like a couple of things going on right there. The 55, Brian cut off Matt Kenseth. I'm not sure if they're related or not.
Yeah, it looked like Vickers was trying to avoid maybe the 11 as he got really sideways. I don't know how Denny Hamlin saved that car once again.
This race to help us in the future. Every other team here has to decide this race could determine our future.
And into the wall is the 43 of Aric Almirola, and the caution will come out.
Yeah, he's already in the wall, but you can see there's he obviously had something go wrong, and where he is against the wall at that point, there's nothing he can do. He's along for the ride.
Almirola at the end of the front stretch as he enters turn 1, the car starts to turn and then just goes straight at that point. It stopped turning, it's heading up the racetrack, he gets into the wall, and much like you said, Jeff, it's the angle of the impact, and a big rounder track like a Charlotte, even.
We're not talking about caution on the racetrack, Rick.
Hard hit for the 43 of Aric Almirola. Front end smashed in.
Yeah, I thought it. So underneath Clint Boyer, just gets loose.
You just thought the 15, I think, was going to be higher, and
got back into the back of him. That's Clint coming down the racetrack.
I think once you make contact to the wall, kind of from then on, who knows who's in control of what. So
getting crowded up there in the front right now with the 42. Oh,
whoa,
trouble!
big crash. Danica Patrick and Joey Logano.
Oh man,
Aric Almirola.
Holy smoly. Oh man, it looked like the 22 just got loose.
I think that.
Oh man.
What
a ride that Danica went on.
Danica took a heck of a ride into the wall, and then the 43 just plowed in there.
Yeah, he had nowhere to go. I think.
Almirola up to cover. Dylan, where will he go?
Gonna get there.
Oh, into Almirola. Around he goes.
Good.
Hang on to it, bud. Hang on to it.
And here it comes.
Averaging 17th today. This is where he pushes Almirola, taps him from the back out of the way. You heard him reference in his post-race comments. Clean or not?
Well, Chris, ever since this switch over to Stewart-Haas Racing this offseason, And I couldn't have thought of a better way to start off the new relationship with Stewart Haas Racing than to go to victory lane at the Daytona 500. But
Benedetto! And everybody!
Good.
Oh,
no. Are you kidding me? This is big. Wow. But it. He gave to Benedetto a little shove, but it was on the outside, on the right side, and that just turned the Benedetto into the outside wall, and then it was on from there.
And a different situation than we saw in the clash between Menard.
But just bad judgment. Look at that 10 car.
Almirola's number 10.
Look at David Reagan underneath the 10 of Almirola.
David Reagan, see what springs he's running.
Get in the back of this 88. 88 tries to go to the outside.
And around they go. The 10 of Aric Almirola. Up in the air is the 18 of Kyle Busch. Ryan Blaney is caught in it as well. Can't tell who is wedged up against the wall with Almirola.
Bowman, this happens a little bit late, but Bowman was a little bit unsure of what to do to the inside, to the outside. He saw a little bit of a hole in the outside of the 10 car, tried to squeeze in there. The 10 of Aric tries to block it.
fast Smithfield Power Bites Ford Mustang. So just disappointed. We were doing everything we needed to do. We were closing in at the, to the end of stage 1.